Well, good evening to everyone here. I've been meaning to do this. I think today I just couldn't keep it to myself, so I had to. I've been meaning to ask a very simple question. Why do young ladies of today, young ladies like myself, who are ripe for marriage, who are ready to marry, why have we made marriage in the church, I mean the white wedding with the gown, with the white dress and everything, and all the fanfare and the brouhaha that comes with it, why have we made it a pass mark now? Why is it that we can't even give young men that are coming up? I mean, a young man meets you, he wants to marry you. Why have we made the fact that I have to marry in the church? Why have we made it a pass mark? I mean, you meet somebody, the person wants to marry you, he's come home, he's come to meet your family. And you go home, you meet the person's family, before you know, everything is performed at home. That was marriage. That is marriage in our setting, in our cultural setting. But now it all has changed. Now it has become, you have to wear the white gown with the train, with food, with I don't know. And you make an expense of like 35,000. The least you get now is 20,000. And people are just clamoring for it. Not people, young ladies. Let me just give a breakdown, a very simple breakdown. And I'm like this because of just a simple chat I had with someone. You marry the young man. You finish, you want to live in an apartment. A 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom apartment. Now, the least you get for even a chamber and hall is 200, 300 cedis. Between 250 and 300. If you get it at 200, God has blessed you. Now, my sister, have you forgotten that was the money you spent on that one-day event? I mean, come to think of it, you have spent what, 1,000 on a wedding gown, and that is even the worst. That is the part I just can't get it. Why would I spend money on a dress or on one dress that I can never wear for the rest of my life? Because, my dear, you will have children. You will not remain the same as you are when you got married. Some of us are very lucky. I mean, you see some people that they get married and before you know, they give birth and they are back in shape. But you and I both know that after marriage, you will not get back to the same you were on your marriage day, on your wedding day. And then you buy a dress that is worth 1,500, 1,200, I don't know, 800 cedis, and you cannot wear it for the rest of your life. Yet you spent, I don't know how much you spent on that dress that you will wear for one day. One day that you will not wear for the rest of your life. Yet you finish and that young man looks at you and omuna na wusu onkasa wana wusu, because my dear, eye ne ya pa sa wa spend this asika on just a day. I mean, some people have the means, no problem. For those who have the means, Shamo, God is with you. You are blessed. What of those that don't have the means? Those that don't have the money? Yet, you make, I just don't know. I think about it and it gets my blood boiling. Please, let our brothers rest small. Let them have peace of mind. The young man, you don't know where he got his money from. You don't know his hustle. God has been with him. He has come. He wants to marry you. Obeka wanu atum. No why din, why for no why simple. I thought in our cultural setting, what we see is the person comes home, and wedding in our cultural setting is what we have now termed as engagement. In our cultural setting, in our culture, in our tradition, the wedding that we know, we recognize, is what is done in the house. Our wedding now it comes with the fanfare. That is where the spending comes in. Food alone, the least you get is now 3,000. That one, no, not just say, well, guess you pay 200. 3,000 on food, like 2,000, 5,000 on event grounds alone. And now we have made kente the tradition, I don't know, the engagement uniform. No nibino, not just when you ask them. And my dear sister, have you even bought 200 cedis kente for your mother to wear before? Have you even bought 100 cedis kente for your father on Father's Day before? But you buy kente for 3,000 cedis. We are not pam no pampe na de ashe. Ushe we anti me she biem. Oh, chesa wo kra anti me fan she. Yet you spent that money on that singular dress that you cannot wear for the rest of your life. Again, tell me, have you thought of how much that money can make as an investment in a year? Have you thought of how much profit you can make on it? You haven't, have you? Have you thought how much it can do for your kids if you ever give birth? Invest it as an educational fund for your kids that you haven't yet given birth to. And yet you would see how much you will make on that. But my dear, you see ladies clamoring for a wedding that they don't even have. Akosia, Bene, I saw yours, and my dear, it was just amazing. I loved it. You did something simple but nice at home. But this friend of mine is doing it. That friend of mine is doing it. And now all of us are clamoring for it. Like it's the rest of the world. Like it is what, I don't know. It just gets my blood boiling like something. The man spends, okay, now let me just give a breakdown. If I ask you ladies out there, see as if I walk 1,000 cedis, but you put pressure on a young man who is going to marry you. He has hustled, What hustle and odeba. We sure ba na kuma pay or be wareno. No problem. Now he comes. He has to give your father some amount, right? Let me give it 1,000. He gives your mother 1,000 out of respect, out of love. They've raised the woman that he wants to marry, and he wants to do that. That is 2,000. Okay. Now rings. The least you get wedding rings, wedding bands. Now ye shesha way and some. What prevents you from wearing a silver ring? And then remember, no first because gold, sika womb. But then no be up now. We don't even do just the gold. We want gold and silver all combined. That will cost you 3,000. Add it to the 2,000 he's giving to your family. That's 5,000. And that is an investment in itself. So I don't even have a problem. You buy gold, it can go up, it can come down. If it goes up, you are good. You've made money. You can sell your gold ring and make a silver ring, and you are good to go. In your time of need, you can sell that gold ring you are wearing to ball life. To get a silver one, and you are good to go. Now 5,000 down the line, he comes to your wedding gown, your engagement. Kente. Unkwa de ozi 800, 1,000, 1,500. Ahwenipa nkasa, fatia fatankroma 1,500. Nepa munkwa around 200 cedis. Se waboka be 6,000. Eduane mai. Wedding gown be 1,000 cedis. Eduane be 5,000. Ube wienu amobi babema. Aboka 35,000. On a one-day event. You can make memories with it for the rest of your life. But you make memory for a day. One day. My dear, tell me, what prevents you as a woman saying that you are marrying me? My dear, come to my family. We have done our thing. Afterwards, Says he can was spending in just one day. I am go for baby free. I'm not saying don't do food for people. Do it because you will have guests. But after that one day, that money you would have spent in one day in making memories, still pictures. I will find out who be out here bubefu. Or find out who be out here rebel. So spending says scam. You could actually use that money and make a lifetime of memories. Because you are spending your life together. I'm not married, so I will be at fault maybe with some of the things that I will say here. But trust me, the least I have seen, somebody spends 50,000 on a wedding. 2 months, 3 months down the line, they end up at the divorce court. Madam, a woman has spent 50,000. Now you end up at the divorce court. And those are the ones that end up there. I wonder if it's the amount of money we spend on weddings. And some of us, I don't think we will ever get married. Some of us, we will never get married. If it's the amount of money that we spend on weddings that it will make some marriages work, then some of us, our marriages would have lasted like a day or two. Because we see simple marriages and you see them happy. You see the extravagant, the spending. I don't know. Please, my dear sisters, if you want to spend, and to the young men too, my dear brothers, so obanba no say obemwa spend this sikana. Catching so from half from Brandy so the beba. So say 35,000 wedding, a budget of 35,000, and obemwa ya. Catching so from 15,000 bra. So bet me ya, on to me ya, then you know the kind of woman you are marrying. The man has seen you, he thinks he's seen a gem, he's marrying a gem. Let him marry that. Let him settle for a gem, not a materialistic. I just don't get it. You want pictures to paste on Facebook, you want pictures to post on Instagram, pre-wedding photo shoots, and don't want to me cost like 200, 300 CDs, and on chain. Yeah, your own videos, invite those who have the money to spend. I will not fault you. Please spend. It's the woman's day. Let her have it. By Wiemfona Motese me abena misi hey. Mo amuni bina. Mo de amaya mo ho say ni obi ye and meshe. My dear, you don't know. Akosia, it's true. They finish and they don't just become broke, my dear sister. You see a young man who has come to marry Obiaba or say Obewaru. Imagine this. Because you want your wedding as in the usual thing. You give your budget, you do all that. This young man is put under so much pressure. He borrows and borrows and borrows, and afterwards he's broke. Yet you think he made memories for a day. You made him borrow, my sister, because of your pressure, because of what you want. He had to go through every length to make you happy. He's making you happy, no problem. But after that one day, do you think you'll be happy for the rest of your life? You won't be. So please, to my dear sisters out there, I hope we all take a cue from this. I hope you take a cue from what we are seeing. Because most of the ones that we see, those with the pictures, those with the photo shoots, those with the food, the fanfare at receptions, they say, who cried there, choreography, a change stage, a performance on stage. The fanfare that you made the young man go through on that day, you were smiling, and he was smiling. My dear, so you don't blame anybody. You don't blame me. You don't blame your mother. You don't go and blame somebody who is not making your marriage work. Blame yourself. Because he thinks back on that money you made him spend on that day, and he would have used it for a lifetime investment. Think about it. Compound 10,000, just 10,000. Compound it for a year as an investment. 5 years. 5 years down the line, or 6 years down the line, I'll bet 30 class 1. Some worry na mo way. Obe start class 1. Compound 10,000 as an investment. Even in T-bills, as they say, the rate is at like 12-13%. Compound it for 5 years. Never amount abena was so. Na adwene ho. That's when who say Jimmy sem na aye ya. But who say no ye no. Nka de bibi papa bia. Kenen ka no kunu ka mo sere. Enya ne say what one marry ho no. I hope it gets to us too, myself included. Those of us who are not married. Please. I wish you would take a cue from this. When the man comes in to say he's marrying you, my sister, please, if you can get a sim, even if you want your wedding, do it simple. Even if you want your wedding, because I know most of our churches now will say that wanye aifra undim to be follow a sorry dear. No problem. Say any fee na yentimi nko asori dem nko chira so na just a wo white gown. The for crampo wom ye be 600-800. And san wa share ehun paboa, ehun tiye, ehun makeup I be cost like 2,000. Say wanye no. That's what wari engina. Na de also ni opa na be ya. Mini aba ye ni ope na wie na so wani anje a. Blame obi a o. Blame you ankasa. Because you have made that mistake yourself. I hope we take a cue from this. Thank you and good evening.